Khi nỗi ám tan lưu bão sâu thêm khi nghĩ thao mấy cái lý ta khi nỗi ám tan lưu bão sâu thêm khi nghĩ thao khi mi đâu yeah em you're beautiful yeah em you're beautiful yeah em you're beautiful yeah emどこまでも続く青い髪を二つに切るハサミのように飛行機は夢の国へ It's beautiful 너아따루 바샤된君と巡り合った너아따루 바샤된君とYeah you're beautiful Yeah you're beautiful Yeah, you're beautiful. Yeah, yes, you're beautiful. Yes, you're beautiful. Yes, you're beautiful. Hey.
I woke up and down the steps I ran into your arms. Your clean white dress and hair a mess blew brilliant alarms into my ears, and it's something worth seeing when you turn your eyes to me. Tell me, babe, do you believe in everything you see? Believe in me. That's love. That's love. That's love. I descended into you like ships into the sea. In a maze of altercate, I hoped that you would leave me hanging on to something worth believing, like comic Aristophanes. When you're down, I'll lift you up and dig deep into you, fill you up with me. That's love. That's love. That's love. You were the dark horse on which I rode. I gave you my sword and shield, myself exposed, to witness an honest man with honest deeds falling on his bloody knees. God has chosen all but me, and I have chosen you. Yes, I have chosen you. That's love. That's love. That's love. That's love.
You traveled west to find your meaning. You went to see Yosemite at sunrise. The colors lit your soul on fire. Finally, you felt it burn. The Lord revealed His face. You were in your place. Yeah, you were. I wasn't. That worked for you, but this doesn't for me. 'Cause I thought we had something. Guess I was wrong. It doesn't end happily. So you should go back to Yosemite. We built our homes on separate rocks. Oh, silly me, that valley's much wider than I thought. I stretched a bridge to bring you closer. Then you claimed your fear of heights. You were hard to find within that frame of mind. Yeah, you were, but I wasn't. That worked for you, but this doesn't for me. 'Cause I thought we had something. Guess I was wrong. It doesn't end happily. So you should go back to Yosemite. I know now that I could never compare. I know now that you were better off, 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 that you were better off out there. You were, 'cause I wasn't. That worked for you, but this doesn't for me. 'Cause I thought we had something. I guess I was wrong. It doesn't end happily. So you should go back to Yosemite. You were, but I wasn't. That worked for you, and this doesn't for me. 'Cause I thought we had something. I guess I was wrong. It doesn't end happily. So you should go back to Yosemite. Go back. someone who stole your heart years ago. I leave, yeah, I leave. But it seems we can fly without wings. Just believe. Won't you try to weather my dream? Taking away all my fear. Don't be shy. I'm so sincere. Please don't leave me tonight. I don't know where we are. Time has stopped forever. I'm getting crazy. Can we be together? It's my prayer. You are my life. Guess I'm falling. I'm alive. I can breathe. I can love. Just today, now I see. Can it be enough? Let me stay. Let me cry. Let me love. I don't care if I'm getting crazy. I'm alive. I can breathe. I can love. Just today, now I see. Can it be enough? Let me stay. Let me cry. Let me love. I don't care if I'm getting crazy.
Good evening, everybody. Buenos noches. Welcome to day number 2 of Master Division here in South America. I am Chef Billy, bringing you the first match of the night. We will have a second match later on with Manu. He will be doing the open division later on tonight after the conclusion of this first match. But we've got Pumas versus Luminis Mortis. So, Dying Light. I like this. This is a good matchup between these two teams. This is their first foray into the Masters Division season. So we're going to get somebody out going big time today. And I'm really excited to see, because we saw some of these players in the Copa America this past weekend. EFAX being one of them. Charlotte, of course, Crow, teammates with them. So, I mean, it's Chile versus Brazil basically all over again. Just maybe not the same team that we saw for Team Brazil in the weekend in the championship that went 7 maps, by the way. Super happy to see that. It was one of the best contested international finals that I've ever seen. And my heart was absolutely pounding that entire time. I still am I'm just thrilled with the state of Overwatch in South America right now. So we will see what these two teams have to bring into the game today. But make sure that you guys are dropping a follow in here. Make sure you guys are also watching for Grupo Senju on Twitch and Twitter. Of course, we're here on William's Twitch channel. I'm also co-streaming over on my channel, Chef Billy __ like you see it in the chat. So if you want to give me a follow over there, that would be greatly appreciated as well. I'm going to get into more streaming here and start doing this by myself. I'm learning. I'm old. I'm 47. But I am willing to learn new things, and I cannot wait to start doing this for myself, because this could be good. I used to do a lot of gameplay streaming, but I will get back into that at another time. But looking at the two teams right now, Pumas is the team from Chile, of course. You got FX, you've got Hate, you've got Crow, a really damn good tank player. I was really impressed with them over the weekend. And you got Lamont as well, Jamian. So we will see, what they bring out here. Now, on the other side, in Luminis Mortis, you've got Bruno, Berno, who really impressed me with their flexibility this past weekend during the Copa America. It was very, very good. We also got Nacho Toast, which sounds like somebody from NA. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I do believe that they are from North America. Sovereign, Rey dos Reis, so the King of Kings. That translates very easily over from Portuguese to Spanish for me. That's how I do a lot of my translations. I try to translate it from Portuguese to Spanish and then to English for me. And then Lunasan, who I have not seen yet. So there's a lot going on today. I think this is going to be a really good litmus test for the players from Chile after the success that they had this past weekend, right? So now, we see how they build together. They build this synergy once again as we start looking at other competitions. Of course, everybody's trying to qualify for the Esports World Cup in Riyadh this summer. So, we're going to get one spot here from the South American region. Who is it going to be? And, Warfist kind of scared me how good they were the other day. So for me, I think that they're probably the standard that everybody's going to have to try and meet. So as we go through this season, I want to see growth of these players. And that's something that I've really kind of based what I do is I like to see the growth of players and teams. I like to see them being able to adapt, expanding their hero pools as necessary, because you don't have to be a meta slave to everything. I think that you can, express your own personality in your team. Just you have to be good with whatever you do. You got to be good. And here in the Masters Division, there's no other place to go but up. So we will see how today's match goes. This will be everybody having a good time today. We will be looking good from there. I put I put Rio from Lucio Ball in my background. I'm going to be putting a lot of stuff from South America in here behind me during this season because I think it's just fun. And I've never been to South America, unfortunately. And I would love to someday make it down to the southern continent, but it hasn't happened yet. So we will see if that is able to go through. We are finalizing our lineups, everybody. Remember, Masters Division, it is a 1st to 3. So we will see how these two teams go about it. Looking along the rest, Papo and Glitch will be the substitutes for Pumas. And then it looks like Diego is the other substitute for the for Luminis. And then Dare is their coach. Oh, I got an invite and then it went away. So we will wait for it to go again. And we'll see how this goes. It is on hold. So looking at the state of what we saw from Monday, from Tuesday, I'm sorry. We saw a lot of varying tank play, but Ramadra came out a lot. Diva was also highly favored as well. Orisa right now, you're looking at Brawl with a poke element. And I don't hate this. I like tanks that take space. But I think that when the tanks go in, their DPS has to show that line of sight as well. They need to engage with their tank. And some of the teams that didn't have as good of a time on Tuesday really do need to be working on here is making sure they can get in with their team and take care of it. So we will see how that goes. Got to make sure that I muted my stuff out there. Looks like there was a problem with the lineup. So they're getting that fixed right now. So we should be hopping into game here very, very shortly. But if we take a look right now at where we're at in the season, Phoenix Rising and Warfist are both on 1-0. They all have a map differential of really good. Elements is sitting in that third position because they did lose a map. So we will see if they can get that around on the other side. Looks like there was a problem with Pumas being able to organize its roster and FACEIT. It's going to go ahead and restart with the player selections. Hopefully we don't have to go through all of the bans again. That would be absolutely unfortunate. But we will see what we see here. Looking down the line, next week I think is going to be a really telling week for everybody here in South America. I think that these are when the real matchups come through, and we start getting a lot more competitive series. I think today is going to be a really good one, though. I think that we have caught ourselves a banger here, and we're going to have fun. Looking to see if there's anybody that, yeah, Nyan couldn't get in there. Looks like Pop Lots is in here as well. So they do have, they've got their other two substitutes in here. We did see a lot of Pop Lots in this past weekend. We did not get to see Lamont during the Copa, so hopefully they're available today. Looks like we are getting that lineup finally finalized, so we should be hopping into game here very shortly. Make sure that you guys are following on Twitter. Group will send you. You can follow me too, Chef Billy __. Just like my Twitch name. And it looks like our starting map today is going to be Oasis. As we are waiting for everybody to get loaded in here. Of course, 3 ways to take Oasis. You got a couple of poke, high ground dependent maps in Gardens and the city center. And of course, you got the brawl map of University. Looks like we're having a little bit of a connection issue from one of the teams. But Country Pride is on the line here, everybody. It's almost as if we're playing Chile versus Brazil again. We're going to start on Gardens here. High ground's going to be at a premium. We'll get our first look at these lineups. See what is what. EFX, Crow, Lamont, Nyan, Poplots for Pumas.
Take care of each other out there.
Luminis, Red Erase, Sovereign, Nacho Toast,
Violence is such a
and Burno
resources, but they've left us no choice.
are on the field for your Luminis Mortis.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 1.
As we get in, it's going to be a Hazard versus a Wrecking Ball. Effects is going to be here as well. It's going to be up to Crow to take care of the threat. And Berto goes down with a nice slam. Crow picking up 2. And that's going to be a reset here for Luminis Mortis. And that's going to be first control going over to Pumas. So the high mobility of Crow, we know Crow has a damn good Wrecking Ball. He's just going to hide here. And Sovereign actually going to go over to the Pharah. So this is going to give Nyan a little bit of room for pause. It's going to make Crow's positioning a little bit more unstable as a concussive shot should be what needs to go. But good lord, what a kunai there from EFX. It takes the Freya down. Now we're going to try and get our attention onto Sovereign. This is really going to be about how can Redo Race get on to the point and create enough space for Sovereign and Burno to get work done. Good leap in there from Redo's Race. Takes down the Kiriko. But you're down your Lucio, so the speed is gone, but Sovereign's starting to find range with the missiles. I say that as Lamont just absolutely bodies Sovereign. And this is going to go ahead and be a fight win here for the members of Pumas. Looks like the Hazard will get out there, so Redo's Race is going to have Downpour here available in this next fight. But you're looking at mines to section off the members of Luminis. And then a Pulse Bomb is online as well from Lamont. Probably looking for the back line. Going to go looking for Lunasan. Downpour out. Catches a few, but it's really not enough to get anything done. Burno is going to have to get something done very quickly, and Lamont is absolutely on fire right now. That is a massive minefield, and there's everything coming out from the members of Pumas, 96% and counting. That's going to do it here. Nyan picking up a 2K, and they're going to take this first sub-map of Gardens 100-0. That was pretty comprehensive from Pumas.
Ready for battle.
I had a wonderful conversation with some of the members of Team Chile after their loss on Sunday in the Copa America.
They have this coming, so let's give it to them.
As I stated during the match, and they kind of echoed it, it's a learning experience. And really, they were playing with house money, and they gave us one of the most incredible grand finals that this caster has seen in many years. We're going to stick with the Hazard composition. The only difference coming out here right now is Sovereign going onto the Sombra. That's got to be for Crow. And Crow's going to have to keep that healing up and really be mindful where they're at. And look, you know, you take the look away, you take the mobility away, and they start getting it done. Good fight win here for the members of Luminis. The Sombra is going to have to be dealt with because Crow is not going to be able to go, and there it is right away. They swap over to the Orisa. So now it's all about scouting out that Sombra and managing your cooldowns and making sure that you've got all the healing that you need. Jagged Wall out. Suzu's having to be burned. Redo's Race is under a world of hurt right now. That manual hack comes in on 2. Crow, but they just absolutely turned the tide there onto the members of Luminis Mortis just with one pick change, and now they've got control of the point. 17% por la equipo chileno, or brasileño, sorry. Nacho Toast getting a lot of work done. Bullet shots ready to go for Bruno. Got to be careful and watch for that javelin spin, otherwise Marissa will eat it up. High ground control here from Luminis Mortis. Sombra's in the back line, looking for something there. Nice shot for the charge rail from Nyan. Takes Berto down. That ultimate's going to go a begging here for the next time. That is a tank going down via the Poplots Lucio, but we're going to lose EFX here. So there's a little bit of an opportunity here for the members of Luminis Mortis to get something done. They need to worry about the mobility.
This ends now.
Overclock coming out from Nyan. Bye-bye Nacho Toast. That was just brutal.
Cybernetics regulated.
66% por el equipo chileno. Good Jagged Wall. Has Crow locked up. But now you're going to be looking for this. Yep, dueling. Continuing rushes, looking for a downpour. Possibly next. Sound barriers out. Poplots under some duress here. Grows super low. And they get the Terra Surge out. There goes Crow down. Great answer there from the members of Luminis Mortis. And 95% in counting. The Pulse Bomb's out, takes Rados Race down. Lamont says, I'm going to go ahead and try and take this 1v2.
What's up?
And the Virus takes down Lamont. 24% counting for Luminis Mortis. The EMP is going to be what I'm looking at right now. And a flip for free. Good javelin throw. That is the EMP coming out. They're going to try and get down on Crow. 4 picked up in that EMP. Absolutely massive ultimate there from Sovereign. And they take control back from Pumas. Next fight's going to be in the neutral. So manual hacks coming from Sovereign are going to be absolutely massive. Birdo almost has another bullet shot online. Starting to find the range with the crossbow. Nacho getting pushed low. Lamont's going to have to recall to get the health back. Manual hack on a Crow again. They're really trying to focus Crow down. And Poplock goes down. But that is a big pick right there. Trades coming back and forth between these two teams. And Rados Race gets it done. They're going to go ahead and back out of here and take it for a final fight. Rados Race can lock up this choke with the downpour. And the sound barrier is going to keep everybody alive. Pulse Bomb and Overclock online. EFX goes down, but they got the continued rush out. There's the Overclock coming through. Oh, Nyan, you got blasted, and that is a massive, massive sound barrier coming in from Lunasan. And they're going to go ahead and take the second sub-map here of City Center, not 100-0.
Score 1.
From 99 to 35%, they take the fight win. They give over a little bit more control. And then they take it all the way. Good recognition to keep Crow on a tether with the manual hacks from Sovereign. Really good disengages coming from Rados Race. Using that jagged wall to perfect effect to make sure that Lamont and Nyan couldn't get back on to them in a hurry. Nyan over to the Cassidy here. Gonna give it a little bit more lethality. A little bit of extra oomph too with the magnetic grenade. Sovereign over to the May. Definitely going to make Crow's life a little bit hard. They're going to go down in a heap. Nyan picks up 2. It definitely has the aim trainer on today. EFX does go down. And there goes Top Lots as well. The most support core is gone. Lamont's going to have to be very careful as they take control of the point. There is still a lot to deal with here. And Crow's going to get there, and that's a beautiful wall from Sovereign. Crow's going to be in a world of hurt. But you know what? They're not worried about that. Nyan is probably going to drop here with a shot from Sovereign. But they still have a pretty good look here. Berto and Lamont take each other out. The setup here is good from Crow. Crow is getting absolutely in the middle of the mix here. Downpour out, picks up Crow. Crow's going to go in a heap here, I think. Yep, Jagged Wall does the job, but it's still being contested. Pulse Bomb out, no joy there. Deadeye ready to go. The wall is up. Doesn't get anything from it. Oh, and they don't get the flip. Dueling. Continuing rushes once again. Sovereign's taking full advantage of that. So is Lunason. And this should spell the beginning of the end here for the members of Pumas. I say that as we're looking just to lock it down. Lamont is giving everybody fits. And finally, the flip comes through. Lamont's just going to die on the point. 64% on that first capture. Sound barrier ready for Lunason, as well as the Bola shot and a blizzard. This could be a heavy investment coming in from the members of Luminis Mortis. But not when you take them down like that. 9 gets it absolutely done. Sound barrier out. There's the Terror Surge in response. Bola shot coming in from Bruno. Does not get it done. Nacho Toast down by the Tracer, and the mobility is killing them right now. And now they're getting aggressive. Now they're pushing. Trying to catch the members of Luminis Mortis in their spawn. Walls there. Pro and Nyan picking stuff up. 80% and counting. This is going to be a very harried fight when they do come in. Blizzard is still online. Bruno over to the Tracer of their own for the last touch. Zuzu is out. There is the sound barrier in response. That's actually a really good Deadeye there last second. And they invested heavy, and they get the fight win, but Poplot says, I'm not done yet. Gonna try and get out of there and regroup. Nacho Toast gone. Speed is gone. Touch is coming in right now. They're going to get this flip at 51%. Kitsune rush out. Looking for Sovereign to get something done here. They don't get it done. Lamont with a nice headshot with the machine pistols going in. Speed ring is out. EFX is down in the heat. You're looking for Lunason to get this. No, I say get it on. They get it dead. Birdo, though, getting it done in the back line along with Nacho Toast. Crow's going to hold court here and try to get anything done here. Rados Race with the spike guard out. Might just be the last bastion of hope, and it is the flip. Last second, they get it done. Sovereign back over to the Sombra here. Pulse Bomb and a Terror Surge online here for Pumas as they look to take this point back. Boy, a manual hack onto the Kiriko could be absolutely deadly if they play it together. Pulse Bomb out, doesn't find anything. Joy from Lamont. Sound barrier is online, 80% counting. They went out with everything there. That's massive! Holy cow! The kills will come through. It'll flip. And that witch should burn plenty fast here. Sound barrier in, but no joy. 193. And Pumas takes the first map of Oasis. 2-1. Rados Race is really impressive on this hazard, let me tell you. It's fantastic. But still, just a little bit too much firepower coming in from the members of Luminis or of Pumas. And that is pretty good stuff. Back and forth action, just like I like. Never say die. Sovereign is a playmaker. Let me tell you what. For Luminis Mortis, I like the adaptations that this player is bringing to the Brazilian squad. And I really want to see how they flex outside of control. Flashpoint will be up next. And it will be Suravasa. So we'll be going to India here very shortly. Looks like we have had Brigitte banned out as far as the Luminis Mortis ban. I didn't get a chance to see who was banned from Pumas. Does not look like there are any changes for either side. As we head into map number 2, it's going to be Suravasa. And it depends on what Crow wants to do. We saw Crow really lean into some of the lesser played heroes during the Copa America. I would be very interested to see what they bring. I finally got my chance to see Lamont. And really, the hype was real that I got through my sources. So now we're going to see what Nyan can do. Nyan, obviously, the hit scan DPS here for Pumas. And they really had it going on there on the first map. So we'll see what else they have to offer here as we head to Flashpoint. Make sure you get your predictions in. I want to know who you think is going to win today. This was a really, really good lineup for both teams. We're going to see. This has been a good day, though, so far. Fans of Luminis Mortis, get your predictions in there. Only one vote for 10? Get it? Put your money where your mouth is. I have to say, based upon what I've seen from Crow, I would not be surprised to see somebody come in with a lesser played tank. That's all I'm going to say. I know we got a delay on, but I want to make sure that I don't spoil it. Let's see. Looks like Pumas banned out Hazard. So, I'm looking for a Ramatra. I'm looking for a Diva or an Orisa coming out from Rados Race. While we're waiting for the teams to load in here, we'll take a look at who did what. Boy, Diane did a really good job there. 11.2k on the damage. Lamont, though, not too far behind on the Tracer with 10.7K. Crow with 10.9. And EFX with 12.2K healing. Rados Race, though, leading the entire server with 15.7K damage. And they only went down 6 times. Bruno was getting it done, but just not enough to match the twin snares from Pumas. Looks like people are getting locked in here. FACEIT is having some serious spasms today with the Pumas lineup. Very odd. It is not patch day today. Ha 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 ha. We all had lots of fun the other day. Seriously, I'm looking to see what is going to happen to Freya. Because right now, the ultimate generation is so fast that you could theoretically let the bola shot out. And in a really extended fight, if your aim is on and you're hitting those aim down shots, you could have another one in the course of a long extended fight. So I'm hoping that there will be a little bit of tuning to Freya. But I hope that everybody's having a good night out there. Don't forget that we've got an open division match directly after this. We will have Manozand on the call in Portuguese. For that match. Nevers is giving it to William in chat. Letting him have it. But we will see how this is all going to go down here very shortly. All right, looks like there was a bug that FACEIT is now fixing, and they will restart the timer with their game. We're going to go ahead and go into the highlights for the first map. Give my voice a little bit of a rest. We'll be back with you in just a few. As we get in, it's going to be a Hazard versus a Wrecking Ball. It's going to be up to Crow to take care of the threat. And Berto goes down with a nice slam. Crow picking up 2 bodies. Sovereign And this is going to go ahead and be a fight win here for the members of Pumas. 6% and counting. That's going to do it here. Nyan picking up a 2K. And they're going to take this first sub-map of Gardens 100 to 0. Mindful where they're at. Look, you know, you take the look away. You take the mobility away, and they start getting it done. They're a world of hurt right now. That manual hack comes in onto Bro, but they just absolutely turn the tide there onto Birdo down. That ultimate's going to go a begging here for the next time. That was just brutal.
Cybernetics regulated.
Presenta y 6%. Sound barrier's out. Poplots under some duress here. Grows super low. And they get the surge out. There goes Pro down. Great answer there from the members of Luminis Mortis. And ultimate there from Sovereign. And they take control back from Pumas. Nacho getting pushed low. Lamont's going to have to recall to get the health back. Manual hack on a Pro again there. Pulse bomb and overclock online. EFX goes. Oh, Nyan, you got blasted, and that is a massive, massive sound barrier coming in from Lunasan. And they're going to go ahead and take engages coming from Rados Race. Using that jagged wall to perfect effect to make sure that Lamont and Nyan couldn't get back with the magnetic grenade. Sovereign over to the Nay. Definitely going to make Pro's life. They're going to go down in a heap. Nyan picks up 2. It definitely has the aim trainer on today. EFX does go down. You know what? They're not worried about that. Nyan is probably going to drop here with a shot from Sovereign. Downpour out. Picks up Pro. Pro's going to go in a heap here, I think. Yep. Jagged wall tested. Pulse bomb out. No joy there. Deadeye ready to go. Everybody fits. And finally, the flip comes through. Lamont's just going to die on the point. From the members of Luminis Mortis. But not when you take them down like that. Nyan gets it absolutely done. Luminis Mortis in their spawn. Walls there. Pro and Nyan picking stuff up. 80% and counting. Zuzu is out. There is the sound barrier. All right, everybody, welcome back. I think we've got all the problems fixed there with the bug going on with the FACEIT League server. They just did not like Pumas's roster for some reason, but we got it all fixed now. Vex has come in for Lamont. All right. Rados Race says I need to look at Vex.
Wow.
Looks like it's going to be an Orisa versus a Monkey. And Sovereign, once again, is going to be showing us the Sombra. God, these spirits from Crow are just absolutely brutal. But that's a good pick there from Bruno. Taking the hit scan down. Looks like the members of Pumas are going to back out and take their luck with the recontest. Sovereign is just getting beat up. Every time they come out of invisibility, they are on it. Now it's going to be how do they take the members of Luminis Mortis off this high ground here in Market. And they are absolutely out for Nyan's head. Rados Race is in a world of hurt right now. But losing your hit scan is way too much for them to handle. Now you lost the summer, so now it's go time for them to get it on this point. High ground's gonna have to be surrender, and there is the bola shot once again. Gets it done. There's the effect. Big source of healing gone. Only Lucio heals on the point. And Sovereign gets it done to the back of it, but there's a 3K coming in from the members of Pumas. And they might just flip this point. I say that. Rados Race is having none of that. Thank you very much. Vex is in serious trouble here. And the flip does come through. But for how long? Looks like Pro's going to bring up their own monkey here. And that's going to be a manual hack, and Pro is gone. Sound barrier way too late there to save your Winston. And now it's all going to be about getting a touch here and doing what you can. That's a 2K coming in. Berto, though, takes down the speed element. And it's back and forth right now. Berto gone. Nyan finding the range. And they're going to flip it at 99%. Now, can you get Crow back in time? And there's nothing on the board here for Pumas to really withhold from this 3 ultimate fight that's about to go down. Positioning is going to have to be high here for the members of Pumas. Sovereign's going to be able to get around them and launch an EMP from the back. That's going to be the go side for them to get in and just eliminate Crow. Vex is coming up on a pulse bomb. There it is. The EMP comes out. Lunasan gone. EFX gone. So, I mean, really, no value from that EMP, and they pick up 3.
Hello.
Only Nacho Toast ready to touch if they need to. And I don't see the Cuticle. Well, I say that EFX just landed a kunai, and that's going to be the first flashpoint here over to the members of Pumas. Now we're heading to Temple. Still a 3 ultimate fight here for the members of Luminis. But a Pulse Bomb and an Overclock are waiting for them to come onto the point. Good bullet shot. The Pulse Bomb is massive, and they get killed by their own blast radius. Sound barrier out from Lunasan. And that is good. Patient waiting with that ultimate. And so now they're going to take first control. You've still got the Primal Rage available to Rados Race. Vex is going to start being a little nuisance in the back. And there we go. We've got the continued rush in from EFX. Looking for something in the back. Rados Race pops the Primal, trying to get something on the back of it. Looking for everybody. There's just too much mobility for them to get anything done. That's just going to signal the retreat. And 34% is all that Luminis is able to get. Primal was popped by Crow in the interim, and they get Bruno as well. Pretty economic fight there. They're going to try and get something done on the back of it. Sovereign over to the Torbjorn. Definitely trying to keep Vex at bay. Good aim down shot there from Birdo. Is going to have another bullet shot into this fight. I think they go early with it. Bro is gone. Looking for a touch. They don't find it. Pulse Bomb out, doesn't get anything. 65% and counting. And the flip has come through. Tempo sound barrier in from Poplots. They think that they can win this fight. Nyan's going to look at get it done. Vex taking down the worst threat that they have there. And 77% counting. There's going to be one final fight here. Oh, well, there's not going to be a final fight. It's going to be game point here for the members of Pumas.
Good to see you.
The ultimates that Luminis Mortis are putting out there, they're thinking that they're fight-winning ultimates, and they're just getting too much pushback from Pumas. The value just isn't there. Looking for Birdo to start to split up. There's the bullet shot. Does not pick anything up. Sound barrier in response. Bruno, though, does get it done in the neutral. Kitsune rush onto the point. They're going to try and take this with tempo. Big pulse bomb takes the big threat out of the way. And now, as it unlocks, Vex and company are just absolutely cleaning house here. Bruno didn't have anywhere to go. Yeah, Nacho, that was probably not the best choice there to go into that. You swift stepped into death. Molten Core online for Sovereign. You're going up against a couple of ultimates here for Nyan and Crow. Team Chile feeling very, very good about their chances here. And the Primal is caught by Crow. Overclock gets Luminis on. The flip comes through as they're pursuing kills. We're going to look for them to be able to take down Crow. Crow's looking very, very worse for wear here. Big Suzu comes in. Now the Primal's pop. They're going to try and get as much as they can out of there. Rados Reyes takes the Winston battle and gets more on the end of it. Good haste. Juggle there coming in from the Winston. And you get to hold on to Molten Core. So now as the approach comes in from Pumas, they're going to have to worry about being on fire.
My gift to you.
That's a big pick, though. Vex taking down Rados Reyes. Could be exactly what they need. That's a big pulse bomb in from Sovereign. No Molten Core here. And that's going to be the point flipping over. There's going to be time for another fight. Unless they get aggressive. Sound barrier online for Poplots. Yep. Both support ultimates out there. There is the Bola and the Molten Core. Crow's looking very worse for wear here. Greatest race over to the Orisa. Such good heals coming in, but they don't touch! And it's 3-0 to Pumas. And they go on match point.
Play of the game.
Back we go. 3 times the charge.
Vex is just absolutely nuts. Had way too much sugar for breakfast this morning. As evidenced by their scents. Oh my lord. That is pretty emphatic there. Crow is playing just about as well as Crow is playing this past weekend. And that is not a good sign for the members of Luminis, as Crow's having their field day. Vex was very impressive in their debut here in the Masters League. And we will see what they are able to do. So much more to this matchup than meets the eye. Looks like we've got a Torbjorn ban for our push map. That must have given them some fits with the turret. They don't have to face that again. Make the Tracer's life a whole lot easier. Everybody, make sure that you are following Grupo Senju on Twitter. Join the Discord if you want to come hang out and talk to the players. I might even be in there from time to time. And my eye test here looks like Nyan is going to get a breather here as we head to Coliseum. Maybe. There we go. We get Vex in, and now we're ready to get going. So, Luminis Mortis facing match point here.
Initiating match.
The reverse sweep will have to start now. Make sure you sub to William's channel so you don't have to see the ads. And of course, you want to support South American Overwatch. TS1's looking very shiny today. A little bit of a different look here from Luminis Mortis.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Objective.
Looking for
advance in
some
30 seconds.
speed. Judo was the other ban here on Coliseum. So Lamont's going to play the Soldier, and Vex is going to be on the Tracer. Where's that sneaky little ball at? There he is. Man, will hack out on the Crow, and Birdo gets the better of Vex in the 1v1. They're going to need to back out here. EFX is down in the back. Once again, these manual hacks from Sovereign are absolutely filth-inducing. The control is too good here from the members of Mortis. But now you've got mobility, you've got some damage mitigation here. Pro's going to be in trouble here. They're going to have the healing coming through. Pro's on a life support here. And Poplot says, yeah, forget about that. I'm pursuing kills. Don't bother me. Effects. That's a big priority pick here.
The lead is almost
They're going to get some unencumbered progress here. And now it's all about, can you pursue? Positioning actually crazy here from Poplots and Crow. Looking in the back line. Rados Race is looking for something in the back. That's a great charge rail shot. Taking the Sombra down again. This is what we saw from Crow all the past weekend. Was them using the different tanks to their advantage. What a knock through there from Rados Race. Poor Lamont didn't have anywhere to go. And Divas, well, was looking worse for wear. About 4 meters separates the two. That's a 2K. That should be a back out here for the members of Pumas. EMP is online as the Brazilian squad starts getting a little more space.
This ends now.
Vex is having fun, looking for the ball, isn't able to find their pound barrier out, trying to keep their ball alive. The overshielding is gone, and so is TS1. Vex and Burno are having fun. Poplast is going to come join the fight. And the EMP is out. And the sound barrier response is there. Vex with the 2K. And that's actually incredibly massive. This is all about stalling for time right now. And well, that's done. Vex is gone. Now we'll see how much space can they get.
Your team is close.
Let's bring it home, people. Barricades moving.
Not so fast.
Burno waiting for the rest of the team. Raiders Race is coming up on these mines again. Lots to play with here for the members of Pumas. Pulse bomb out, picks up 2! Vex with a crazy pulse stick and a third one to notch onto the belt.
That's what I like to see.
That's going to be the checkpoint, undoubtedly. Forward spawns unlocked here for the members of Pumas, and you still got a self-destruct ready to go. The patience shown by Crow once again is something that really impressed me over the weekend. Looking for mines. Bruno, oof, by a whisker, gets away from the charged red shot. Now we're closing in on what I call the line of no return. And without your D or without your Sombra here, this is free meterage.
Let's go.
Poplot's been a little more off than they can chew. And another stick from Vex. That's 3 gone. Vex is taking over the game.
I'm on fire.
And this is just turning into a bloodbath. 130 meters and counting. They're gonna have to touch at some point. Self-destruct out. Doesn't catch anybody, but Lamont catches Lunason. Pulse bomb out, EMP out. Birdo is getting some work done, but Vex and Crow are cleaning everything up. It's spin to win right now, or spin to stay alive. Sound barrier is out, answering from Lunason. And that should just about do it, folks. Bruno with a last second touch here. The recall is there, still looking for damage, and they don't find it, and that'll do it. Pumas with a clean 3-0 victory here in week number 1, day number 2 of the FACEIT South American Masters Division.
Play of the game.
Vex, absolutely dirty with it, and he caught everybody in a small room and just pursued it to the fullest. Absolutely filthy from Vex. And you love to see it. That was a very comprehensive from the Chilean squad. And they had a really good time at it. Thank you very much. Absolutely nutty stuff from Vex. I'd love to know Vex's nationality, to be honest. Because that was a very, very good tracer. And I think that would have done some good set if they were available for the Copa America. They should have been on that team based upon the performance I just saw just now. But as it stands, that'll put Pumas into the win column and Luminis Mortis will be facing a 0-1 record going into week number 2. We have another match coming up, though. After this, we've got Manuzand coming in to broadcast the Open Division game here very shortly. So I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to tell you good night. Buenas noches. We will see you again. Don't go away, though. Manuzand will be back with the Open Division in Portuguese in just a few minutes. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back in just a little bit. As we get in, it's going to be a Hazard versus a Wrecking Ball. It's going to be up to Crow to take care of the threat. And Berto goes down with a nice slam. Crow picking up 2 bodies. Sovereign. And this is going to go ahead and be a fight win here for the members of Pumas. 6% and counting. That's going to do it here. Nyan picking up a 2K. And they're going to take this first sub-map of Gardens 100 to 0. Where they're at, look, you know, you take the look away, you take the mobility away, and they start getting it done. They're a world of hurt right now. That manual hack comes in onto Pro, but they just absolutely turn the tide there onto Berto down. That ultimate's going to go a begging here for the next time. That was just brutal.
Cybernetics regulated.
FACEIT y 6%. Sound barriers out. Poplots under some duress here. Grows super low. And they get the surge out. There goes Crow down. Great answer there from the members of Luminis Mortis. And ultimate there from Sovereign. And they take control back from Pumas. Nacho getting pushed low. Lamont's going to have to recall to get the health back. Manual hack on a Crow again there. Pulse bomb and overclock online. EFX goes. Oh, Nyan. You got blasted, and that is a massive, massive sound barrier coming in from Lunasan. And they're going to go ahead and take engages coming from Rados Race. Using that jagged wall to perfect effect to make sure that Lamont and